Hey everyone, Josh here, and today I'm going to answer a question from Carissa from the USA. Normally I answer these questions on pmstudent.com, but today I'm going to post this on my ganted.com blog. Carissa asks, what would be a good way to answer the open-ended question, tell me about your project management background, especially if you feel you don't have an extensive project management background? Thanks for the question, Carissa. And I'm going to offer a couple guidelines, tips that you can take as needed here. So, first off, don't overextend yourself. This is a very important point. I think when people are trying to get into a new profession, or perhaps the job that you're going for is a stretch job, so it's something that you haven't done before. I have seen when I've been interviewing people in the past that you can tell pretty quick that they went online and they did some Google searches or something like that. They don't really have a lot of in-depth knowledge about the topic, but they try to talk about it in an interview as if they do. This is kind of the fake it before you make it, I would say, fallacy. Don't do that. So, because if you've got a hiring manager that's worth their salt at all, they're going to be able to tell pretty darn quick that you're trying to come across as being more qualified, more experienced than you really are, and so you don't want that to happen. Now, the other thing that I'd say is to be prepared to discuss experiences from your past that may have been informal projects. So I'm not talking about a project in the sense that it goes through the process of a business case and it gets funded, and then you got the project charter and you go through that entire formal process of project management. Maybe you've never worked on a project like that before, but chances are, because projects happen all the time in all industries across the board, that you've probably been involved, either managed or been on the project team for some kind of project. So be prepared to come and talk about that time when you did something that helped improve the processes in your group, business process improvements or something like that. The time that you got delegated something from your manager, or were selected to work on this team with a bunch of other people to provide input or to work on a project for some kind of something that the organization was doing. Anything like that could potentially be project management experience. Now, I want to just say really quickly, I don't consider that experience in terms of like for the PMP certification, or if you're talking about formal requirements. So, and definitely in the interview, don't put it across that way. But in these situations, you'll do a lot of things like managing stakeholders, eliciting requirements, going through the process of scheduling, potentially, all those types of things. So you could be going through and be able to show that you've done these things and that you've got some skill with that. But it's really the formal part of it, the more disciplined approach to it, that you're interested in getting into. So be prepared to come and talk about those types of things. And if you don't have any experience at all, be upfront about that and just focus on how excited you are to learn and to gain experience. And this, I think, this is an important point. Again, don't do the fake it until you make it fallacy. If you really don't have experience, if you're brand new out of college or something like that, then don't just focus on what you're interested in and what you're passionate about. Because as a hiring manager, I have there's been a lot of times where the person who was most qualified on paper was not the person who got the job. They may have gotten into the interview process because of that, but I've hired kids really that were just out of high school, and some of them that were even still in high school for technical jobs that really required, well, the job description required more of an advanced degree, like a computer science degree or something like that. And these kids didn't have that, but they had the passion, the knowledge. They were able, these were the types of kids for the technical positions that I was hiring for that would rip apart their own computers and put them back together and build their own custom machines and that kind of stuff. And so those were the kind of people that I wanted. And even if they didn't have 10, 20 years of experience like some of the others, some of the other candidates did, they were really well suited for this position because as a hiring manager, I like to think about it in terms of 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. Am I going to be happy that I hired this person? Is this person going to um, add to the organization, add value to the organization? Are they going to fit into the team? Are they going to be fun to work with? All those types of things. Am I going to have to, push and prod them in order to do good quality work, or are they just going to do it because they're passionate about it? So those things come into it for sure. So if you don't have the experience, then make sure that you focus on what you want to learn and how passionate you are and how excited you are to learn about these things. And a good hiring manager is going to be able to pick up on that. So hope that helps. Thank you.